Okay, so today we have a very interesting video. So I just saw on Sky News Australia this video. So the BBC broadcast disgusting debate about ethics of child marriage. I was like, what the hell? Like initially when I saw it, I thought that's disgusting. What is happening? I wouldn't I would not have expected BBC to do that. I mean, I don't really watch BBC much, but and then I also saw this video of another lady. She's like she also seen the video and she's like the BBC is losing viewers fast after endorsing Muslim child marriage. I was like,
50-year-old
damn,
girls be
dude.
able to be sold off into marriage is a question
No.
that you would think the Afghanistan broadcasters would be talking about, but
Yeah.
apparently no. This is now something that the BBC is broadcasting.
Holy shit. The BBC is broadcasting. When I saw these two videos, I was so pissed. I was like, what is happening? Until this is the actual video. So this is what they this is exactly what they did. So the video is titled Should Morocco's Family Law Outlaw Child Marriage Entirely? That is the video, by the way, by the BBC. And then it's actually part of a bigger video of saying, is tradition holding back Morocco's young women? So it's about Morocco. It's not even the UK. And yes, they're giving a platform for the debate to happen between the modern women in Morocco and the traditional women in Morocco, so we can actually understand what is happening in that country, so we can stop them from doing, disgusting child marriages. It's the whole thing is about awareness. And I can't believe this piece of shit and this piece of shit and this is Sky News. This is a news channel, and they haven't done any of their due diligence. As soon as they see the video, they're like, "Oh, BBC broadcast disgusting debate. Oh, it's shit." And this piece of shit, she's only seen.
And BBC.
Well, I think she's also
just look
seen.
at this.
Yeah, again, yeah. She just. Okay, let's see.
Recent the media
Did she see
even be
anything
having
else?
a debate.
Okay.
I do see.
Okay.
I mean,
Makes
She's
no
just
sense.
seen that. Okay. Have you seen the actual
That's
video?
to
No.
decide.
No. You're just
Actionable
watching the Sky News one.
or anything like that.
Okay, this is just stupid. They have not done any due diligence. This is exactly what the BBC is doing. Okay, so I have no affiliation with BBC. I don't really give a shit about BBC. I just care about the truth, and I don't like people making people angry for no reason. Look at this. Look at this video over here. The comments on this video for this lady. If the BBC endorses child marriage, then the BBC needs to be shut down completely, period. It's straight up evil. They're completely missing the point. It's not about the BBC. It's about the fact that child marriages happen in Morocco, and we are being made aware of it so we can do something about it. It's very rarely that we even get an insight to actually how the women and the culture of a country is that actually has these backwards, traditions. And now we're getting an insight. This is how we've improved the world. And this kind of stuff should be said more often. And they're only focusing on the traditional women saying their backwards thoughts. What about these modern women? There are literally modern feminists in Morocco that are fighting against it. And if you watch the full video, they're actually showing a whole crowd who want to voice their opinions, their thing about abolishing these practices. And that is what this whole video is about. And these pieces of shits, this lady has 285,000 subs. She has a much bigger responsibility to actually do some sort of due diligence without just flaming the BBC for no reason and completely missing the point. And this piece of shit as well. I'll play the video in a bit. So we need to still condemn the women in the video that actually condone child marriage. But before then, let's just see this.
I stopped in marriage.
So this piece of shit.
You should even have this debate, but mixed decision feelings about whether the
Mixed feelings.
BBC should even
Have
this debate. But
Okay.
upon reflection, you can actually see there are people in the audience, some women wearing hijabs who are nodding along and considering
Really?
it. Maybe in the
Considering
UK this is a conversation.
They're talking about a conversation of removing it. This is not happening in the UK. They're not considering about adding it to the UK. That's not what this is about.
Actually is needed, and maybe this is something that should be tackled. That
No.
last argument didn't seem to get much pushback.
No. It's just this is completely missing the point. Oh my god. Okay, let's actually watch the video. Let's watch the video. Okay, and this is the shorts. I don't know if I have time to watch the full video. You guys can do that in your own time. And the whole video is about, is tradition holding back Morocco's young women? And they're talking about more than just child marriage, more than just child marriage. They talk about unequal inheritance, cultural traditions, everything that's holding back. They're having the conversation so they can change it. That's the whole point. Okay, with that being said, let's watch this video in full.
I am very much against underage marriage.
So this is one of the ladies, obviously the modern feminists of Morocco, and she's speaking against child marriage. Absolutely, fine.
I do see this as legal rape.
Why 18? Why we call underage someone who is 18?
This is just the classic thing. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who argue like this. So they say, you know, when women hits puberty, she's biologically ready. That's disgusting. Don't even go there. So biologically ready is okay, but living in our society now, in our culture now, being able to finish your education, or it's also important for the women to be emotionally, psychologically, intellectually ready. So 18, maybe some women mature at 16, maybe some women mature at 20. I think 18 has been an average age standard that we have chosen, and it's been working well. You know, that's a good age, a good idea, good benchmark of when most women get to a point where they can actually finish their study, get to a point where they can be financially independent, you know, just before they hit college or whatever the case is. 18 is fantastic. Before then, they're just kids. So this shouldn't even be entertained. This 18 is good. Let's not even change that.
Everyone becomes adult, reaches the puberty.
Yeah, same bullshit. The same bullshit. No, it's not.
A certain age. We don't have the same age for that.
Yes, we don't have the same age for that. That's why we have chosen 18 as an average age, which is a good age.
And in that case, why should I stop someone who is 1799
Oh my God, just shut up.
days from...
But I do understand in Morocco, especially in the rural areas, and many countries, in third world countries, in rural areas, a lot of the women, for survival, they need to get married off. They don't have good education. They don't have anything. So literally, it is a term of survival for them to be, if they don't get married off, their value is thought of as lowered or reduced. And it's a huge problem. We need to completely remove this as much as possible. We need to be aware of these problems so we can actually try to influence in some way, if we can, change these laws. And this is great that they're having this. If they can completely change the family law in Morocco, that would be a huge win. That's the whole point. So I understand why child marriages were a thing, and it was a thing for survival for women, but things are changing, and we need to remove these laws from these countries as much as possible.
married. No, that makes no sense.
Do we ever hear about underage boys getting married to women? It's really only about underage girls, little girls, kids, kids who are girls.
Yeah.
A lot of girls coming from rural areas only get married because there is a promise of a...
Yeah, see, exactly. So this is almost a thing of survival for them, especially, you know, women and families in lower socioeconomic, you know, situations. So ideally, this is something that we need to change. Absolutely.
a better life in the city.
We say that a child of 15 has the freedom to wear whatever she wants. If she's grown up enough to decide what she wants to
This is the stupid argument.
where she wants to study, what she wants to study, why she can decide about her personal life.
A marriage, this is the dumbest comparison ever. It's not the same thing. Being able to choose what you're wearing and being able to actually getting married is just, it's not the same thing. You know, being able to wear is not going to affect you, but being able to choose what you want to wear is not going to affect you for the rest of your life. Okay? Actually being in marriage, actually having kids will definitely impact you for the rest of your life. It's not even the same thing. So this shouldn't even be entertained.
Hello, my name is Salma Ramadan. And if it was up to me, actually, I would make it illegal for a woman to get married.
See, exactly. So this is actually giving a platform for these women to voice their concerns. Say that, no, we don't want child marriage.
Because before she has
This is the whole point of this debate.
financial freedom and before she has a career. Because in our Moroccan society, if you go and see women problems, they usually get married because of the economical problems. And she can't get out of a bad marriage even if she's being abused or whatever, because
this is all terrible. They can't get out of a marriage if they're abused. They go into marriages because their economical situation is bad. This is all terrible.
Dependent on the man. So she wants to get married. We should not let her because she's young.
So this literally, this is the short, okay? This is all it was. And this lady didn't even do anything. All she saw is the video from Sky News Australia. And these pieces of shits, they have more responsibility. 6.24 million subscribers, watched by millions of people. And what are they doing? Due diligence, research. You have a responsibility to your viewers. All they care about is views. And I don't know what this hate is. They're just spreading hate. Oh my goodness. I would say this is a very interesting video to watch. Is tradition holding back Morocco's young women? Actually, one of the comments that I saw in this video, look at this. So this is the short. So as a Moroccan, the way she's justifying child marriage really pissed me off. The fact that we're still living with people with such mentalities is really concerning. Children deserve protection, education, and childhood, not marriage. Stop trying to normalize something that puts children at risk. Exactly. We're getting the word out there that there are still people like this. If you would shut down the BBC, for example, I don't know what else they do. They probably, I don't know if they support other, agendas. I don't know yet. I haven't done enough research. But especially in terms of this video, I think it's fantastic that they've done this. That the BBC has done this. And these retards have not understood the point at all. And they haven't linked to the video at all, by the way. They have no link to the actual video in here. And the Sky News also doesn't have any links to the actual video they're reacting to. Because if they see that, if any viewers see that, they'll see that it's talking about Morocco and it's talking about whether or not it should be removed, instead of whether or not it should be added to the UK. I can't. Please. That's what we try to do in this channel here, is try to understand, simplify these concepts, and actually try to see both sides without getting angry for no reason, without spreading hate. If you want to spread hate to anyone, go comment on the Sky News Australia channel. Get some hate. No, I'm kidding. I don't like any sort of hate being spread. I know I got a little bit emotional, but I'm not going to condone any such behavior, any such hate or anything. So just, if you guys see something like this, please do your due diligence before you get pissed. Because when I'll admit to you, when I first saw this, I got pissed. I got really angry. What was BBC doing? And then I actually went and watched the BBC video, and I was like, oh, that's actually not bad. So please, just please. That's all for me, guys. That's all the energy I have. Catch you guys later.